Good evening. Today is the 16th of February 2025 and I've been working on the scroll bar. So I have created this effect when you move the scroll bar to the right and stops at some point, because this is the first element of the array. When you release button, it comes back. So that's the feature. I have just noticed that if you reach the maximum and you don't release the mouse button, when you move left, it doesn't follow the fingers. So I'm gonna have to work on this. But when you release it, it comes back to and parks to design position. The same thing we get on the other side of the array. Let me show you that. That's the last piece of the array. So if we drag here, again it freezes here. I have to work it out how to fix it. But when you release mouse button, it'll park to the design position. And also I have found that when you scroll to the left, the pieces are having a little an error here. So the penultimate puzzle piece creates a bigger gap to the last one, or to the first one in the array. So when you scroll here, it all falls into place. So there is some bug in my code that I have to work on, but in general direction, I feel I'm going in a good direction, if that makes sense. So let's have a look at the code. What I've done here, when you drag the finger on the screen, I have created two conditions. That if the first element of array, its position is less than the first piece's maximum position. That's the position when it's I'm gonna show you which position it is. It is this position. This is the maximum a position for the first piece, and then the same situation is towards the last piece of the array, when it reaches the minimum position when you scroll the whole scroll bar to the left. So let me show you what I mean. So this is like a range of movement. So if the last piece goes to that position, if that's the case, then the finger dragging the screen is allowed. So all these lines are executed. Then when that makes the scroll bar move left to right. But when you release it, it checks also these conditions. If the first or the last are let's say in the case of the first one, if the first piece of the element of the array is too far from where it's supposed to be parked, then it starts the animation. Or if the last one is too far to the left of its design position, also starts the animation. And here when I have the process function, all the magic happens. So it starts the animation if the start animation variable is true and the position of the first element is further than it's supposed to be parked, then scrolls through the it loops through the whole array and puts every single one to its desired position using the lerp function. And the other one, this is to the working with the last element. It does something like that, but in a reverse order. But unfortunately, it's not perfect, and I really need to work on this piece of code because it's not very elegant, and it does sort of what I want, but it's not exactly it. It's full of bugs, and yeah, and that's about it for the time being. The next time I'm gonna be, of course, trying to work it out, this behavior. And the next one, once this is done, I'm gonna be dragging a piece out of the scroll bar and cause these neighboring elements to collapse into one. And we're gonna find out what's gonna happen when we have only two left, the first one and the last one. This one would like to park here and that one would like to park there, so I'm gonna have to write a condition that the last piece is gonna want to ignore its will to go to this position and will just stick to that one, but that's something I'm gonna be worrying later on. So yeah, for the time being, it's a good progress, I would say. I've spent 3 last evenings working on it. I think altogether I've spent around 3 and today 2, 5, maybe 5.5 hours. So I would say for the time I have for this project, I've done pretty well, I must say. And I wish I had more time, but I don't. So all the time that I have, I try to be very efficient and do what I can to achieve my goal. Alright, if you have any suggestions, please let me know, and see you soon. Bye now.